Good morning. Hey guys, I'm going on a road trip today. I thought I would share my day with you. It's gonna be kind of a neat day. So I said, what the heck, let me share it with you. So anyhow, I am in the middle of the desert. I'm on Desert Center, coming out of Havasu, going to Palm Desert. I'm going over to Geraldo shop, going to drop off the interior for Gary's car so they can get a head start on the seats and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the car's going to be going over to paint. And I am going to go work on a 71 911 in Temecula for Dan. And then after that, we're going to go work on a 68 912 in that's Fallbrook, California. So this is going to be a long day. It's going to be a fun day, Porsche all day. So I thought I'd bring you along and show you kind of my day. And the 71 has got a bad speedometer cable or speedo drive. I don't know yet. We have both the parts to fix that. And then also I'm going to do a video on that car. That's a really cool car we restored a few years back. And then the 68 is a very original car, same owner for a long time. That car, what I believe it's doing is a carburetor needle is stuck and drawing out the carburetor. As soon as it dries out, the car dies, you're stuck on the side of the road. So we're gonna go look at that one for Cameron, and then it's gonna be an exciting long day, but it's fun and I enjoy it. So meanwhile, we're gonna get the interior over to Geraldo's and for Gary, and then like I said, they'll get the jump start on that. But let me share this beautiful day out here. So far, it's early. Good sunrise is coming up right over there. Still, it's really really nice and quiet out here today, as you can see. And I'll go over. Here's the interior. That's the complete interior for Gary's 912. That's all going, like I said. So anyways, so come on along with us and let's go for a ride and look at some Porsche stuff. It'll be a Porsche day today. All right. All right, guys, so we got across the desert. Everything's good. Now we're here with Geraldo at Auto 911, and I'm going to show you all the parts that we dropped off for Gary. We've got a 996 here that he's also doing in cashmere. We looked at the COA. COA shows cashmere. So let me show you what we're dropping off, and then we're off to the next, to Temecula, over to work on the 71 911. All right. There's his address and number, and everything's here. Here's the door. We saw this banner in all our videos. So this is what we're dropping off. Gary's interior, everything's there. The dash, seats, back seats, the whole thing is here. And then the 996 we're doing, you can see it's the Targa model. We're going to come in through and he's going to do the seats. The seats are pretty... they're pretty beat up. They're dry. In the dashboard's kind of pulled away from everything. As you can see, there's supposed to be a line across here, and it's not. It just shrunk up. So that's what happens on them. Like I said, here's all the samples you can get. But what we did is we saw the COA of the car, and it shows that as in cashmere. So anyway, so we're going to get off to the next stop. Is in Temecula on Dan's silver 71, and I'll show you. We'll kind of see what's going on with that speedo cable and get from there. All right, cool. We'll catch you after well. right, guys, so we got to the 71 silver 911 I was telling you about when I was in the middle of the desert crossing on the way here this morning. So we got here and Dan had the car and we did a cold startup on it and everything's good. I checked the timing and I told you we had a speedometer issue. Let me show you what we found. Okay, so we put the car up in the air. By the way, look how beautiful this car is. We're going to go over this car in detail, but man, just look at this thing. Yeah, very nice. Anyways, so we put the car up in the air. Dan got underneath there. It actually starts cleaning up here and there on it. It's a really fun little morning. I pulled out the transmission mount. We lowered the mount out, held it up with a jack, got in there and replaced the speedo drive was the issue. So that was the issue. We tested the cable. The cable was good. The gauges were just done by Palo Alto. So we know that was all good. And this was the issue. So it binded up in here. It was actually making the speedo jump. And then it finally just stopped working. So this is like, I don't know, probably just over $100 part. This one is, the one we put in was made by URO and it was good. It works. It's going to be fine. So, just so you know, that was an issue that, resolved the problem. And like I said, the gauges were all just done by Palo Alto. We did the clock. Clock wasn't working. Turned out the wiring to the clock was, not getting power. So that was converted to quartz. But I'm going to go into this car detail on this beautiful machine. We did this probably a couple years ago. But now we're all done with this one. And now, so we're going to head out to Fallbrook. And that'll be our next stop. And see why that 912 isn't getting fuel. And I really think it's a carburetor needle. So off to the next one. So next stop, Fallbrook. Thanks. All right, guys. So we got here to Fallbrook. Here's the 68 912 that we're going to see why it keeps dying. I think it's a fuel issue. I'm going to find out now, but it's a really cool car. We built the motor in this. It's been quite a few years now. So now I'm in Fallbrook. Let's check it out. There it is. 68. Very original car. And as you can see, we powder coated everything on the motor. And this was done a while back. So we're going to pull the air cleaners off, top of the carburetors off, check the needles. First I'll check we got power and everything I need to the distributor and all that stuff. And but this is a really cool little car. I love this car. Look at this thing. Look at wood wheel in that thing. Isn't that cool? I love this car. Look at the radio. How about that? Okay, a really good story of this car. Anyways, let me get the car fixed. Maybe we'll do a video on this one. I'm not sure yet, but anyways, let's go and find out what we got going on. All right, I got a good one for you guys. This was a fun one. It took a little bit to figure out. I changed the needles on both side carburetors, and I didn't think they were bad. They weren't sticking or anything, but I went ahead and changed them. I put some old school ones with a little ball bearing tip on them, and I put those in there, put it all back together. I did a valve adjustment on it, set the timing back to 0, got it to start, and it was still backfiring and doing kind of weird stuff. So then I figured it's not pulling fuel, and I rebuilt the fuel pump not that long ago, but I mean, probably been a couple years, but anyways, so I started doing a little more investigating, and let me show you what I found. Kind of cool, but you know, if you don't find it, you're not going to find it. And it seems like it's a fuel pump's bad, but it's not. Let me check this out. Here's the problem. Look at this. Right there. See that hole? Okay. So what happens is that hole right there, it's not getting suction. So now that thing is not getting suction from the fuel tank to the fuel pump. So it's just sucking air. So otherwise the fuel pump wasn't working. It's not getting fuel, it's not running. So now we're all good. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up my valves now. I'm gonna valve adjust it, set the carburetors, and then I'll be done here and I'll be working my way to Lake Havasu. So anyhow, the story on this car, the lady that owns this car, her dad used to drive her to school in this car, and she used to stand up between the two seats when he was taking her to school. And it's a neat story. I got the car, like I said, years ago, and the engine was all in boxes. It was taken apart by a mechanic and never put back together. So I put it all back together, made a driver out of it, and now it's a little driver. They use it here in Fallbrook, go up and down the hill, and it's quite a hill they live on. It's a beautiful place up here. Avocado groves. I mean, it's nice. Anyway, let me just go around. I'll just go around the car real quick with you. So you can see it's very, very original car. I mean, look at this thing. It's just such a cool little car. I really like this little ride. I mean, its seats. It's just a neat car. You got look at that steering wheel, killer. I mean, it's just it's a cool story, but a really good solid car. It got a nice patina to it. I think this is that light yellow color, but it's a 68. Still, it's got its markers on there and all that. But you know, when you got love for these cars like this, you keep them going, and I'm glad I'm keeping this one going. All right, guys, so we're gonna head on back to Lake Havasu. I got to pick up my tools and do a few more things, and then I'm done for the day, and get back home and do something in the garage tomorrow. Thanks for watching today. Today was fun for me. Subscribe to our channel. I've got some motors, gonna be putting motors together here this week. There's some good stuff going on. All right, very good. Have a nice evening, you guys. Bye.